Doing good?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm alright. What you up to?
I'm just teaching people to come up, tell them who they are,
What you
according
mean?
to the Bible.
What you mean? I got a
Um,
question to ask you because I have a friend over here on the phone. Like, I saw this from a mile away. Alright.
yeah, I saw you walking by before.
Yeah. Alright, the Quran. Explain. Do you know?
I'm not about the Quran. Quran is he's a Muslim.
Yeah.
See, the Quran is a recital book.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, he doesn't like it. He
they
said,
they
I just want to
they
prove him
they, they,
wrong.
co- they copy off the Bible but don't believe it. You recite the Bible but you don't believe it.
He's right here.
Yeah. The Bible, the Quran, just means to recite. What do you recite? But you quote prophets in the Bible, but you don't believe the prophets. But who are the prophets in the Quran? But you believe in Jeremiah, Obadiah, then that's in the Bible, right? That's in the Bible, right?
Yeah. He's.
So if I ask you, who would you say are you on this chart anywhere? Say like a Puerto Rican or a Cuban,
I'm Guatemalan.
a Guatemalan.
Right there.
So you're from the tribe of Zebulon.
The
Is,
Mayans.
is that of your father though, or your mother?
Probably my mother's side.
Who's
Because my
your,
mother's side has this one, well, they usually call it the tongue language.
yeah. But who on your father's side?
My father, I really don't know. Really, I can't really say because I all I know he's Guatemala, but other than that, I don't know him because he kind of like, he's not in the big picture. I just have a stepdad.
Oh, he drift out.
Yeah.
But you pretty much think he's a Guatemalan too?
Yeah, he's Guatemalan. Because he was born there, but not a good father, I guess, to really say.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
like everybody here in America.
Of course, of course, of
We
course.
got fathers, but they don't want to stay with the mothers, and that's a curse in the Bible. You believe in curses?
Like,
Say if I say I hope you die, that's a curse, right?
mm-hmm.
Do you believe you'll die if I say that?
It's,
If I say that, do you believe it?
no, I don't because I don't
You
let,
don't, you don't believe I have any power, right? To
no,
do that.
because if I have God with me, I have nobody that can stop me in the way. If I have with me, who's against me, really?
Right. So nobody can curse you except God, right?
Exactly. That's how I see it.
So
Like, I wear this every day,
okay.
but my family, they're Pentecostal, so it's like
Pentecostal.
Christianity. We
So
don't.
so you're according to your father. That's how we base it in the Bible because there's scripture that says you are known by the house of your father.
I don't know that point.
So
No.
men have seed, right? The
Mm-hmm.
sperm is a seed.
Mm-hmm.
We plant the seed in a woman, but the seed is of the man. So if your father's a Guatemalan, he planted the seed in your mother and makes you a Guatemalan.
Mm-hmm.
Not your actual nationality.
Yeah, I was born here in the U.S. and
Yeah, that's what we say. We're Americans.
yeah.
But there are people of the Bible from the tribe from uh, the nationality of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
All of these people are Israelites.
Give me a second. I will.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going, man? I'm dead, man. I'm not even exhausted. It's just holy crap. It's so hot, and I've just been getting yelled at all day. I got this one woman to. She's just a quote. She says after 6 she will sign the contract and everything. So I got one. Other than that, it's been complete hell. And then, Okay, man. Take your time.
See you soon.
See you then.
Peace.
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 How we say that?
Huh?
How we say peace, like,
That's good. That's what we say. We say peace be unto you.
or God bless you.
Yeah. But in the Hebrew language, it's shalom.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the language. But back to where we were, is you are from the house of your father. From father to father to father to father to father. So your son will be a Guatemalan too, according to the Bible. Guatemalans, that's a name that was given to the people of the land when the conquistadors came through there.
Sorry.
Yeah, all right. Those people were named Guatemalans. Their original name, they were probably Aztecs, Taino, Indian type people, and then people tend to migrate.
Mhm.
They came to the land, and then they would migrate from the tip of South America all the way up into the north, across the
Panama.
Panama. They go through into Mexico. They come up and they end up on the east coast of America, where Columbus met them and put them into slavery. So basically, through this church, you know that you are an Israelite, a Hebrew Israelite. Tribe.
Can I ask a question? I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, that's why I'm here to answer
So,
questions.
my friend, he says Israel was never a country, and I said, but what about where God set foot? Wasn't it called Israel? Or that's just a name that God gave us, or God's people?
The nation of Israel.
'Cause he said it doesn't. There's no such thing as Israel. There never was.
There is.
Exactly.
The nation of Israel is a people.
Mm-hmm.
Israel's original name was Jacob. You know the story of Jacob and Esau in the Bible,
I think so.
who were born of Isaac and Rebekah.
Yeah.
So those two people, Isaac is the son of Abraham. God gave Abraham a blessing and the covenant with Abraham, his son Isaac, and then Isaac's son Jacob. Usually, normally in Hebrew heritage, blessings are passed to the firstborn. Esau was the firstborn, but Esau was so defiled and despicable that he sold his birthright. He was supposed to get the birthright from Isaac, and he sold it to Jacob. Normally, you wouldn't even consider selling your birthright, but Esau sold it. That made him a despicable person to God. But God made him like that because he wanted his covenant to go through Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Jacob wrestled an angel and beat him. That's in the Bible. And Jacob's name was changed to Israel, which in the Hebrew is Yasharallah, which means Prince of Power or God. So Israel is a nation of people. They were blessed. They were given lands over in the so-called Middle East. All of those lands that all of these sons inherited became the nation of Israel. So over there it's called Israel. So it is a nation, but it's a people before it's a place. Jerusalem would be like the police. It'd be like the nation's capital. So everybody congregated or came around by Jerusalem. That's what we know in the Bible, Jerusalem, where Jesus was born, right? So Jesus was Jesus a Jew?
Well, they said everybody was a Jew. Well,
No,
supposedly.
not everybody was Jew. These people here.
They used to call Jesus was a Muslim, but Jesus was a Jew.
Jew is
Judah.
just short for Judah. That's one of Israel's sons. These are his sons. In the nation of Israel, the top, these three nations, or these three sons, are considered Jews. This is the top. This is the leader of the Jews. The Jews are Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. The kingdom split in Solomon's day. The northern kingdom are these, headed by Ephraim, who is the so-called Puerto Rican. So this is what I'm telling my people. When they come up, they have the same question you got. What are you teaching?
Mm-hmm.
And basically, I'm telling you that you are a child of God, because he chose a specific people to be his people in the Bible. Let me read that to you, because even Christians, they know the writings, but they don't believe it.
Because I know, what do you call it? God has specific people that he chooses, but at the same time, those specific people are the people that help other non-believers become believers. Or at least try to.
They are the light of the other nations. Let me show you the other nations. These are the nations that God created. This is the Hebrew names for them. This is like English names for them. Because the English took over the world at one time, and they started naming things.
Because I know the first language was, supposedly the most national language was Spanish first.
The first language was a Hebrew language.
Yeah, Hebrew.
Every language evolved from that. So let me read you Deuteronomy 28, Deuteronomy 7-6. And this is Moses in it. He's in it. Remember the story about Moses? He was in the wilderness after the slaves in Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
Those were Israelites,
Oh, there's my boss.
and they were freed from Egypt, from Pharaoh, right? But he's talking to Israelites
That's my boss.
in the just let me get this, in the wilderness, and he says, "For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. Thy God has chosen thee, the Israelites, to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of earth." So he chose the Israelites to be on top. On top. Look at this. He chose to have it this way, that the Israelites would be on top. But he also said, if you don't keep my commandments, I'll put you on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where all the Israelites are right now. They're on the bottom of societies everywhere you go. If you go to Guatemala, you see the abstract poverty there.
Mm-hmm.
And the people who don't have abstract poverty are the so-called white people. They took over the entire world. Okay, go. All right, you have a good day.
You too. Have a great blessing.
I hope you heed the instructions. Yeah, that's one.